Hi, it's me, Annalisa. I got two people here um, from myspiritualfriend.com. I'm going to do 30 minutes tonight. Happy Mother's Day if you're a mom and you're online. Um, so I guess I could talk about something that came up to me that I thought was interesting because I don't typically look at uh, celebrities and what's going on with them because, quite frankly, they're people too, and I don't read them and because really none of my business. But I saw that Meghan Markle had her baby and what she named him, and I felt Diana's spirit come in. Okay, I got a booster, so I'm hoping, let's hope the booster works for the connection. Let me know if it's better this week. Hi, Sandra. Um, so I got that there's a special connection between this baby and Diana. While she loves her other grandchildren very much, there's something special about their connection. So I don't know if it's they share a birth date or they share some kind of astrological thing. And I also got that Meghan Markle's mom is, every time I look at her, I feel like she's super psychic herself, and Meghan Markle is as well. Um, and she's a Cancer rising, I think. If you have any questions, feel free. I've got 4 people here. Yay! But I feel like her and Harry are going to do really well with her Cancer rising, and I think he's a Capricorn. They're connecting signs. Thank you for taking my question. I've been using a pendulum to contact my spirit guides and angels. Can you tell me if the answers to my questions I've been asking are accurate? I literally just got that you need to sage your pendulum. I don't know if you've saged it yet, but that feels like, and set the intentions before you do your work, because I feel like there's something coming in that isn't quite right, like a cheeky spirit, so to speak. Does that make sense, Sandra? Do you sage your pendulum ever? Hey, you're here, Franny. I'll call you Sunshine. Saging, not staging, saging. Burning sage smoke around it to clear it. Then I also feel like another great way to clear it too, once you've done that, like a one time, is to, like, when you keep it somewhere, keep it in a windowsill. The sunshine and the moonlight will help kind of keep it free. But I just feel like it's like, if you, it's just the feeling that you have to sage it, and then set the intention of surrounding yourself in a white light of protection, and connecting only those with the highest love and light. And then the moonlight at night will help kind of clear it as well. She said, "Oh yes, I'll do that. I have to put it." So I feel like you're connecting, but I feel like you're connecting with a cheeky spirit that's in your house, not necessarily your guide. And it is giving you a little bit of a more of an emotionally tilted answer rather than a true divine guidance. What else can I tell you about that I got on Meghan Markle? Oh, so her mom is like crazy psychic. And I feel like her mom sees things. Meghan Markle is pretty psychic as well, but I feel like hers is more claircognizance. It's what sort of led her down her career path and sort of just always finding the right path. Just checking my phone to see if anybody texts with questions. not um, not trying to ignore you. Anybody has any other questions? Also, I have been seeing 555 a lot. What does that mean for you? Look at the Dorian virtue numbers, to be quite honest with you. Shall I look it up for you? I'll do that. Let's see. Put on my Kindle. I keep feeling like a connection to your spirit guides and ascended masters. But what does this say? This says Huge changes are rumbling throughout your entire life. To keep the changes on the highest possible course, be sure to keep your thoughts positive and stay centered in prayer and affirmations. But when I'm reading that, it's like funny because I feel like you sort of are doing that. That you really are sort of shifting your thought processes and the way you're looking at like your perspective on things. Um, I just feel like I keep getting connection to spirit. Are you? I feel like you're clairaudient, Sandra. Does that make sense? It takes a while for the response to come through. I think there's like a lag time between, so it's not truly live. I'm not sure who would be editing it other than me, but somebody else joined. Hello. I don't really know. So clairaudience, this is how you're gonna feel it. It's not necessarily hearing a voice outside of your head, although a lot of times when it starts, it will be, "Hi, Nicole. Thank you." She says, "Happy Mother's Day." Um, when clairaudience starts for someone, a lot of times it starts where you might be like drifting off to sleep and you're sort of like in that sleep wake in between stage, and you might hear someone say, like I used to hear all the time, "Hello," or you hear somebody calling your name. That's often your guides reaching in to speak to you that way. But clairaudience can be where you're doing one thing and all of a sudden a full sentence runs through your head and it's out of nowhere and it's completely off topic of what you're thinking. So, say you're washing the dishes and you hear your mom needs to talk to you. She's having a hard time. You should reach out to her. Happy Mother's Day. uh, Speaking of moms, but it's something like that. But it's because it's not always, and also the way you hear it is not always as a different voice in your own head. Hi, sunshine. Hi, can I ask, has it crossed Jay's mind about wanting to have a baby with me by his response on me being pregnant? What? With wait, with me by his response on me on being. Can you clarify that question? I don't understand the second part. Has it crossed his mind? I honestly don't think he's thinking about babies. It doesn't mean that he doesn't want to have them. I just think that that's not like on his, like, he's like a guy who looks at his plate and goes, "What's on my plate to eat? Okay, I'm going to eat that." He doesn't really think about, and like his plate to eat is like career. Is my relationship okay right now? Good. But I don't think he's really thinking like, "I want babies now." I don't feel like that's his personality. Hi, Juliet. Oh my, I keep getting. Okay. Juliet says, "Please see for me as I feel I'm getting in my own way. I keep getting rejected by my desired plan. My home just sold, and I need to know if I'll be able to move on, and go to a place I've wished for." I actually get that you'll get it, not this, the one you wish for. So your dream home is not this immediate home. It feels like the one after this one. So I feel like actually you need to put more equity in order to like to build equity and to get the dream home. Because I feel like the dream home you want is just a wee bit out of your price range now. You're I don't know if that makes sense. Um, Sandra, hold on. We're going to let some other people ask questions first, and then I'll. Juliet, does that make sense? Sunshine. Okay. Am I the one that's going to make the sacrifice to move with him? The way he's talking, I feel like it's me. Thank you. Nicole, if you have any questions at all. Um, Juliet, does that make sense when I talk about the homes? I feel like with the one, you're not getting rejected on your plan. It's actually the way they're showing to me is that you're being bumped to the side, but not like it's not rejection. It's like what the way you're holding so tight to the course that the way you're doing it is actually not what's best for you, and it's like your guides are just kind of bumping you over to the other lane. You'll get there. Okay. Um, Nicole asks, can you tell me more about Jose? He recently moved to California for the military, and I'm wondering how soon we would have a chance to be together. I see 2 years. So, like he's going to be on active duty, like kind of like for 2 years, and then it's going to something that'll bring him back here. But I hear 2 years. Not what you want. I'm sorry. But just trust that there's a reason for everything happening, and it happens perfectly as it's supposed to. Sandra says, I've been emotional recently, a lot recently, usually on the brink of tears. I'm teased and told someone I'm following by someone that you're following. No, it's not the moon cycles. It's actually because of all the shifts and changes. And you're starting to kind of delve into your spiritual life more. And with that, and as you start to connect with spirit more, you just become weepy more and a little bit more empathically sensitive. That's it. It's like when some of us, I don't know if any of you had the experience of going to church or a gathering. You do it at concerts too, where it's just you feel the energy and it's really powerful and you just sort of break into tears. That's what's happening for you. Sunshine, you will be the one making the sacrifice to move. But it's not really a sacrifice, really. I mean, you're moving with somebody you love. Is it truly a sacrifice? And if you feel that way, then maybe reassess and reevaluate that. Juliet says, I don't want to buy. I want to feel the water. No sense. I have to be out in 3 weeks. Your dream home is not coming. Like, I actually feel like you're going to buy a home, but not this one, the next one. So when you talk about dream home to me, I don't see it being a rentable thing. So you're going to find a place to live that will be adequate and fine. Don't worry about that. That's not even, I don't see you homeless in between now and then. When you say dream home, the way I feel it is not this one coming in that you're moving into, but when you move again, that will be your more what you want. But you're going to be fine. You're going to find one that fits and is okay. Okay, so hang on. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any of these questions. Nicole, okay. Yes, I do love him a lot. Sunshine says, good. He told me great opportunities will be there for me by moving there. I'm excited though. Juliet, dream spot location. Yeah, you'll get that. That's fine. I mean, you're going to find a place that fits that. But I feel like so the way I'm feeling like is I'm standing inside a place and inside is not my dream, right? The outside, it's fine. It's like where I want. I'm happy. I'm satisfied. But like, if you, it'll work. But like the place after this one is the one that feels like this is what I've always wanted. And perhaps it's because whatever you think is your dream now, you get there and you get the location and it's perfect. But you recognize that you have different wants and needs as your life develops, unfolds, etc. But it feels like the one after this one is like the it one. Nicole says, 2 years. He is finished in 2 years, but in the meantime, well, so then I'm right, 2 years. Validation. 2 years in the meantime, should I wait for him or expect to date around? I actually feel you're going to end up waiting for him. I feel like you're going to do a couple casual dates, but you're going to build a nice rapport with him. That it'll like, so it feels like I casually date, like I go on maybe 1 or 2 days with somebody, but I end up waiting for it. And it doesn't feel like waiting for him because I feel like I'm still in connection with him and building a relationship with him. Also, are my sister and my nephew really moving to California this summer? She'll be able to afford it for good this time. Okay, wait. Are they really moving? Yes, they're really moving to California. No, she won't be able to afford it for good, but she'll be okay. So it's it doesn't even feel like, I feel like she'll be out there like 2 to 3 years is the feeling I have. And that it's more that she just wants family around. Like right now, I feel like she thinks she wants something that she can find out there, but I feel like she's barking up the wrong tree, is the way I was shown it. Sandra, are you still with me? Did you see my friend Lockett? Or do I see my friend Lockett and am I doing this online business together again? Oh, okay. Do you see my friend Lockett and I doing the online business together again? No. So what I see is like I see trying, and for whatever reason, either not coming to agreement on how it gets together, or it just somehow it's not falling in line together. But I don't feel like huge discord. It's just like for whatever reason, every time we're trying it, it's just not, something's not going together right. And I don't know why. And then I see you sort of like going separate ways. I don't know what your online business is, though, full honesty, because it's like a little harder to read so directly in sometimes. I actually feel like you'll do better on your own. Oh, his partner is the issue. I feel like you'll actually end up doing better on your own. And maybe he'll consult. The feeling I get is like he'll give you advice or consult if you need it, but I don't think you could be okay on your own. Nicole, yes, you're pretty on point. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for saying I'm on point. It's hard sometimes. I get text messages afterwards from people. I'm like, no, why didn't you say this on the video? But that's exactly what because it helps validate for anybody who decides to watch. You guys want to know anything about current events? If you don't have anything for yourself, I'll answer current events. I don't care. Sometimes says, right, I feel I will by Jay helping me find good connections on a job. He will. I feel like it'll be okay. But it's more than that. It's growth for you personally and emotionally. Sandra, I have a friend who is being held in Texas jail waiting to be sentenced. Can you tell how much time he will get? 18 months is what I feel. I don't know what he did, but I feel 18 months. Whatever is, it's not as long as he could get. Does that make sense, Sandra? Juliet, I feel only have another year. It's been a horrific 5 years. I'm looking for the weight to be lifted so I can operate on positive energy. I'm so sad from all that's happened. Juliet, crappy things happen to us. I mean, really, like if I could, like, it sucks. um, incarnating in the universe is, and into the earthly realm is hard. And unfortunately, we all choose it. And we choose the hardness because it makes us grow. But I do see a light at the end of the tunnel for you. I actually feel like 6 months it's going to start to go kind of uptick. And some of it is just perspective. Like even when the hard things happen and it stinks and we're hurting, try and see that there is a lesson to be learned in it. And maybe you don't see it right now, but it will bring good things, wisdom, and ability to help others on their own journey. I do feel you as a helper. I actually think you're going to go back to school. I feel like doing something, I don't know if it's like counseling or some kind of, but I do actually see you helping people. Yeah, I don't think you're doing that now. Sandra said, yes, that makes sense. Thank you for the sentencing. Nicole Rodriguez, should I follow through with buying this house in my name as an investment with my dad's help, or will it somehow go wrong? No, it'll be fine. You'll be okay, Nicole. I feel like your dad is your rock, and he'll be he'll really help you through with it. Sunshine says, yes, I'm more independent. Is it my mom the one that's going to feel a certain way about my moving with Jay and be supportive? She'll be fine. I mean, the reality is your parents send you out into the world. They raise you. They want you to go and grow. She'll miss you, but she'll be okay. You know, I know you keep saying there's a lot of distance, but I don't feel like it's that far. Sandra, what do you see me doing in the next couple of years? I am currently retired. Hang on. Hi, Shiva. I just subbed. Can I be added to the list? If you have a question, go jump in. Because everybody else on here so far has had several questions. So, Shiva, if you want, go ahead. Remember, private readings are, I know some of you maybe don't want to pay for it. I might even start putting on here to donate, especially if you're getting a lot of questions in. Ask away. Yasmin, hi. Private readings are different in that I totally connect into your own individual energy. It's not like reading. It's hard. I mean, I'm getting the information here, but it's much more in tune with they're about helping you heal and grow. Shiva says, will Amy and I be together? Is she the one I'll get married to? No. I do see you being together for a couple of years, but I don't see marriage. Doesn't mean you won't stay together. It just, they're not showing me marriage on that one. But I do see you having a relationship, a significant relationship. Juliet asks if you'll find a place on the water. I see near the water, but not on the water. But it'll be close enough that it'll make you happy. You're welcome, sunshine. Sandra, I don't know. I'm not getting much on what I see you doing in the next couple of years. I'm sorry, it's not coming through strong enough for me. And it might just be because there's a lot of, because it's such a more general question. Sometimes it's just not going to come through as clearly as a very specific. And because we're not doing it individual, so I'm having to focus in on a whole bunch more energies rather than just one. Yeah, you meant love. Hang on, wait. Can I ask? Oh, sorry. What's next change in my life that's going to happen? Yasmin, I meant love. I figured you were currently single. I got that one. So the feeling I get is that they're telling me is that you really do have some self work to do for self love, and sort of valuing yourself. They say it's hard for you to sit alone and spend time alone, and I actually see you as having bounced a lot, like from dating to dating to dating. It's not like you're really comfortable being alone. And they say the work that you need to do to find that lasting relationship is sort of self-development, self-growth, self-love. And it's not about like going out and fixing your hair and like always looking the best and all of that. It's truly about just getting really comfortable with who you are and liking who you are. I'm seeing the number 30. Are you 30 or near 30? Because 30 is a significant age. So I feel like at 30 is sort of when you kind of come into your own, and when you're going to meet someone. You're 21, so 30. Sorry, love. It seems like a really long time, and you're like, it doesn't mean you're not going to date and be, but I feel like at 30 is the significant love relationship. That's not disappointing. Enjoy it, embrace it. She says, well, that's a disappointing. I know it's not always what we want to hear. Listen, I sort of always, when I was like in my early 20s, like, I had friends that were getting married because I went to high school and college in the Midwest. I had friends in Texas, and I thought, I want to, why am I not meeting anyone? I wasn't supposed to meet somebody there, and I wasn't supposed to meet somebody in those situations, and I had to kind of grow and come into my own. And I feel like so different at 40 than I did when I even met my husband. So just enjoy the time, grow, come into your own, get really comfortable with who you are, and love who you are, because then the person that you meet will love you too. The person, when you aren't fully embracing who you are, then that's sort of the idea is, how is that person going to embrace and love you too? I feel like you're dating a lot of guys who are kind of nice enough, but don't truly value you. What do you mean, who's going to wait? Nicole, Veronica says, hi. Hi, Veronica. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. She wants to know if she'll find love. Yes. 26 now. I feel like you're actually going to meet somebody in the next 3 weeks. That's quick, but I don't know that this is the one, but I feel like it'll last a little bit longer. If you're still having a hard time, you're choosing, again, guys that are kind of full of themselves. They're a little bit more ego bound. Seems a little bit too much of partiers, and they're fun, but not quite right. I actually see you ending up with somebody just a few years older than you. They're showing me 35, so I feel like he'll be 35. I don't know if that makes sense. You're welcome. Okay, I've got 2 minutes left, so I'm going to ask if you could, Nicole, can you validate for Veronica for me? Yasmin asked about bothering me. You're not bothering me. If you could find a job soon, I actually see 6 months. So I feel like you'll have money coming in between then and now, but 6 months is when I feel like I find something that I stick in for a little while, at least a year. I feel like you bounce from jobs. I don't know if that makes sense. Well, you're 21. So. No, and that's, I mean, it's just sometimes when you're younger, you find, you kind of go through jobs a little bit more. But I feel like you'll find one in like 6 months that's kind of sticks a little bit longer. So I guess I'll do a quick, I know that sometimes it's hard if I can't answer all the questions. She's only been dealing with Andy, but he is more nerdy and lost than full of himself. Something about 3 weeks is coming up, so I don't know if there's a shift in 3 weeks. Might also be because you're asking through you instead of her on here. So I'm not really getting her push of energy through it. I don't know. Okay, so I just want to say thank you, everybody, I've got a couple new subscribers to my old subscribers for supporting me. I'm going to do some regular videos besides just doing these readings. Sometimes these are just real easy, quick little things. I kind of just want people to see that um, some of us work differently than others. Yeah, get her on YouTube. Nicole said she needs to get Veronica on YouTube. You do. It's easy. Tell her to download the app on her phone. um, it's just easy to kind of answer questions this way. But I did it also too. So if anybody wants to ask besides just personal things, they can ask what's going on in the universe, what's going on in the world. I do get blurbs and blips about things. Are you wasting your time? I don't know what you mean. Where you're wasting your time? Wait, I'm confused. Juliet, I don't understand why you're asking if you're wasting your time. Why don't you ask me next time? Because I'll be on next week, but I'm at 30 minutes and I want to go spend some time with my husband. My kids are actually asleep. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Come back next week. I will be here about the same time. Sometimes I'm a little bit off, just depending on how my kids' moods and attitudes are. And I'm a mom first. I mean, I'm always psychic, but I'm a mom and that's a priority for me. Thank you everybody for tuning in and for asking and for trusting me with your questions. If you have any validations, if you could type comments, share this with people, let people know I'm here. I really appreciate it. If you want personal readings, you can email me at Annalisa, ANALISA, at myspiritualfriend.com. You can go to my website, myspiritualfriend.com, and contact me through there too. I do personal readings. They are very different than they are here. I enjoy them and I've never had anybody complain about them. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Happy Mother's Day to anybody. Thanks for checking in.